Good morning. This finally is the moment of truth. And the one truth that we all pray for today is no matter who wins, may our wonderful country, may all of us together be in a better place. A place that our forefathers would have been proud of. May their idea of India prevail. Today the time for that speculation and forecasting and opinion polls and exit polls is all over. The people of India have spoken, and now, today, their voice will be heard. At this moment, the Lok Sabha...
There's a new wonderful collection or selection of Gabriel Marquez's journalism. This come out. It's called the Scandal of the Century and other writings. And one of the essays there, one of the pieces there, is about making journalism out of no topic.
We're very good at that. We're very good at that.
So you completely believe in EVMs and,
Right.
and that you're vouching for them. But there has been this opposition cry that they're being swapped, not hacked but swapped. That they're being swapped, not hacked but swapped. Is that at all a possibility?
It's just impossible
It's
because...
impossible to even swap.
You can't swap it because every party is
signs it and certifies
watching
it.
it.
Signed and sealed.
Yeah, signed, sealed, and they're all guarding it. I mean, it's your life, so all parties are guarding
But
it.
how are these EVMs moving around in trucks?
Yeah.
I can answer that
Yeah.
because we've looked into that. This is a red herring. Basically, these are what are called reserve or unused EVMs, okay, which are meant to be returned to the strong room at the same time as the polled EVMs. So this is mismanagement on the EC's part. They were not returned in time. They were often returned the next day, unprotected, without armed guard,
They're
which is
supposed
against
to be with
the
guards.
EC's violation. So people have seen these trucks and these vehicles, stopped them, filmed them, and made videos out of them. And that's what caused all this
that
alarm.
you're going to be counting the EVMs in which there are no, these are
These are
EVMs you
unpolled,
count
unused
will be different
EVMs.
from the EVMs you voted in.
Exactly.
But they shouldn't have
Exactly.
been moved.
But they should not have been sent out in those private vehicles and transported in that manner. So that's on the EC.
Also, Sagarika, those EVMs will not have a signature of each party person on them. The ones that are unused, each EVM when it's sealed has the signature of the party guys. Now, those EVMs may have been swapped, whatever has happened, but the question is they will not have the signature and the seal. So it's difficult.
They are like ballot boxes used to be in the past. Each one was sealed and party representatives signed it.
All right, well, I'm
Maybe
just...
that
Yeah.
may be, but I think, through this entire election, there've been so many questions asked about the role of the EC, the way the decisions it's taken, and what has happened with these EVMs.
Yes.
Maybe it's all very genuine and the story they're saying is genuine, but it just raises more questions and, just puts a...
All right, well,
raises doubts about
we're just going to-
the independence of the EC.
In fact, there's going to be a
and its
long debate about the
nonpartisan
role
nature.
of the election.
The Russians were beaming up into a satellite and beaming down onto our EVMs and changing things. That's what the Bengalis, they've got proof of that also.
Prannoy, Hillary Clinton says the same thing, almost, about her election in the
She
US.
should check
It
her
was all the same.
DNA, her ancestors, some Bengali
Every
brother from the
Muslim
Bengal.
candidate says that.
In many of the states like
The rest of
Gujarat,
the
it will be
nation will see
test
tomorrow.
of field reports versus survey reports. Because field reports from Gujarat have always said at least 5 to 6 for Congress. Surveys are showing almost a clean sweep. Similarly for Rajasthan, field reports tell you at least 7-8 to Congress ko aayega. Surveys are showing almost a
sweep.
sweep. Somewhat similar in Madhya Pradesh, and it's also we really have and of course Uttar Pradesh,
Yes.
where field reports and survey reports go almost in different directions altogether.
You know, Yogendra, actually, that was one of the things about this election, which was why the exit polls were somewhat confusing, because the reports that we would get after each phase did not suggest the kind of landslide that the exit polls were suggesting. In the first phase, for example, we heard that the BJP had actually done badly in western Uttar Pradesh and Vidarbha in Maharashtra. Vidarbha particularly, we even heard that Nitin Gadkari's seat was looking a bit wobbly. So the phase by phase output, the feedback we were getting, suggested it was a more complex election, but the exit polls obviously suggested.
So maybe the one Mr. Praveen Chakravarti on your show.
NDA.
Can I come in?
Yes, certainly.
Because you use the word anti-incumbency, I think this is the first time ever there is a pro-incumbency. I mean, if you really look at Uttar Pradesh and the assembly elections, you realize that the Dalits and Muslims alike voted for BJP. So rather than getting into a caste-based debate, I think you should really focus on the Labhartis, which are 22 crore families in this country which have benefited out of 133 policies of Prime Minister Modi. And that's why probably for the first time you don't have this anti-incumbency, and we're talking about a pro-incumbency.
I would say...
otherwise this vote share would never have been intact.
Yes, not intact. It's not been in favor. And let me tell you, qualitatively, go around on the ground, the amount of hardship people are facing is unparalleled. Berozgari is a term I've never heard used as much as I've heard this time in this election. Berozgari, number one. And number two, the guy problem, the cows in the...
You know, in Rajasthan, that's where I felt that the conventional wisdom of the fact that, you know, Balakot and Pulwama don't really work in rural areas and it's a really urban phenomenon, that didn't work, because in Rajasthan I found even in rural, people are really charged up about Pulwama, Balakot, nationalism. Defense of India.
Even
It
in
was
parts
much
of UP,
less
this is what I heard
about
from the ground, not from the cities and the polls.
Even in Karnataka,
but it did echo.
Nationalism was a big deal, even in Karnataka.
nationalism is also a huge deal in rural Rajasthan.
Well, in tribal Orissa, I actually went to cover a Naveen Patnaik rally, and the crowd waiting at the helipad in Kalahandi, I was asking them, what is your take? What's your take on this election? They said Modi upar, Naveen niche. I said why? They said Balakot.
But this is
one of the most backward districts in India.
They've also been boxed in. Can I just say, they've also been boxed in. You know, in this election, I found the polarization is that Modi ko aana chahiye kyunki desh ke liye acha hai. So Mr. Modi has become synonymous with nationhood. And in fact, the others are the Tukre gang and the anti-nationalists. So the opposition has been delegitimized.
And we can, let's start with good old Karnataka again, where mostly now EVMs. BJP up, here's the bump. BJP was leading, now it's leading by even larger margin.
So a bump means you're already getting and you'll get more.
You could get more now, yes. So what's happening in Uttar Pradesh?
Wow.
61.
Unreal.
And if there's going to be a bump, it could cross it 72 last time.
Unreal.
And Congress is down one. You know what that means?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the two. So 61 out of 76. They could well hit 70 figure. Easy, my God. This is just a sweep across the country.
Despite the Mahagathbandhan.
That's right.
And let's say Bengal 22-17.
Wow.
God, the BJP has gone ahead of the TMC in Bengal.
Amazing.
Now that is
That's huge.
that is just
That is an earthquake in Bengal.
that is an earthquake.
This is Amit Shah's hard work.
Maharashtra 42 out of 48 BJP Shiv Sena.
Sweep.
This is just a sweep across the country.
Well, congratulations, Shaina.
Almost every single state.
Congratulations to Devendra Fadnavis.
The whole team.
Next state. Jharkhand, let's have a look at that. 11-3, another landslide.
Wow, this is interesting.
we've
Because
got,
this is
I think
where
there's
the
some-
Congress alliance is supposed to have actually done well.
Yes.
But the
The
GMM
Congress
hasn't
had a
done well.
wide alliance with the
11-3,
JMM.
there we are.
Okay, the picture in Madhya Pradesh has actually dramatically changed.
So we go back to Madhya Pradesh.
Yeah.
What a
okay.
major
Oh
change.
my God.
Wow. Look at that, 28-1.
Sagarika's
Ram, talk
reaction
about
was-
landslides.
That is so bizarre. Cult of Mr. Modi, enormously popular. I think his popularity is probably like Jawaharlal Nehru today. He is even bigger victory for Narendra Modi than 2014, because there he was the challenger and he had the benefit of the anti-incumbency of the two terms of the UPA.
And this time there's no
it's
anti-incumbency.
him and his record, and the voters have given him a big thumbs up. So this is really his victory all the way, and bigger even than 2014.
In fact,
And
we
actually,
just,
sorry. No, go ahead.
We need to stop analyzing what's happening in India in conventional political terms. There is a new phenomenon called Modi, who has emerged and dominates the landscape, and he's completely redefining it. And I think the main problem for us who traveled on the ground and failed to see this wave, and even for political parties who are trying to challenge him, they have not understood the impact of this Modi phenomenon. And if your vote share figures that you flashed earlier, if they turn out to be true, and there is actually
they're very early rounds, so
all
we
right,
have to
but
look at
if
them, yeah.
if the BJP's vote share actually goes up, then that means that Modi has cut through caste, cut through creed, cut through regions, and he has won on the basis of a new kind of politics. And unless we understand
no doubt about that,
there's
but
no
one
way.
should-
Underestimating the intelligent Indian voter.
Exactly.
Aspirational India has changed. The youth, the women of this
That's
country
the
have
point,
come out
actually,
and
yes.
voted for Prime Minister
Exactly.
Modi in
Don't
totality
underestimate them.
because they realize that here you have somebody whose agenda is not known.
Don't underestimate us.
And don't.
That's why I said it's not just media
This is not
influence.
even a
It's
matter
more than
of the
that.
media. This
Yes.
is the pulse of the people
voters,
and
voters,
young
yeah.
voters who are voting for the first time are inspired by this leader's
But it's the
honesty.
kind of
But can I,
Mahal
no, but just a
Mahal
second, just a second.
You can keep saying it's spinning, it's
just
not
a second.
the spin.
I don't think that a wave or a landslide or whatever you call it has one ingredient. You
Yeah.
can't just
Yes,
say it's
I
Modi.
agree with him.
You can't just say
But I'm
that
saying
it's
the media
Balakot.
strategy
Can I
was
just
brilliant.
finish?
One second,
Can I
one
just
second, one
finish? Can I just finish? I think that there are steps that this government has taken which are visible when you talk about what people are saying on the ground. Of course, they talk about surgical strikes and Desh Hit Mein, but when it comes to delivery, there are aspects. When it comes to building hard physical assets, particularly in rural India, when you talk about toilets, when you talk about homes under the
Jan
PM
Dhan.
Awas Yojana, when you talk about the
Mudra.
gas cylinder, and most recently PM Kisan, those are things that people can physically point to. So this government has created touch points for the poor and has branded them as a gift from Modi, right? And I think that also is a factor in this election,
Raj,
which you
that-
can't take
That's
away from.
electricity, which I know, Vasu, you don't agree, but the fact that almost every village you go to,
Yes.
they say they get 20 to 24 hours electricity, it's changed their life. And they see that as something that has come from the center, not from the state. They can watch TV, they can have a fan, whatever it is.
No,
which
I don't disagree with it. I'm just saying I don't have the data to suggest that there's been some kind of increase in electrification cover in the past 5 years compared to the previous 5 years.
It's
I
not
don't know if Amitabh is
electrification
able
cover,
to
it
comment
is
on that.
getting 24 hours electricity.
Election and Congress and the rest were never able to reverse that. And the second, the two things on which, or three things, 2.5 things, the Congress based this on, all failed. One was Chaukidar Chor hai. You never found anybody
Calling him
saying
a
that
chor.
Modi is corrupt. Second, it just left people cold. And third, Nyay. Even
It was Anyay.
I mean, people who really needed Nyay, and they were confused. They said, oh, does it mean if 5 of us are poor, 1 of us will get this money? So, in fact, everybody thinks I won't get it.
मैं नरेंद्र दामोदर दास मोदी ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूं कि मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा और निष्ठा रखूंगा।